We're making a vegan fresh herb stew Persian style, which is one of the most iconic Persian stews called Ghormeh Sabzi. It's traditionally made with beef, or some make it with chicken, but today we're going to make the vegan version. It's naturally going to get started with some onions, and for the fresh herbs, which is typically leek, parsley, fenugreek, and spinach, I'm using this brand of freshly chopped and frozen herbs, which saves a lot of time by chop. And for our protein, instead of chicken or beef, I am using Shiitake mushrooms. Ghormeh Sabzi, or this fresh herb stew, always calls for some red kidney beans, but I'm mixing in some white beans, which is going to make it extra creamy and delicious. And our other main ingredient for Ghormeh Sabzi is dried lemons. So we're going to use some whole dried lemons, and I'm also going to use some powdered. I'm going to add some avocado oil or some grapeseed oil into my already heated pan. I'm adding in my chopped up onions. So I'm going to saute them until golden and translucent with just some avocado oil. I'm going to go ahead and season my onions with just a little bit of salt. I'm using Himalayan sea salt. We are ready to add in our fresh herbs. I want to saute them to get as much of the moisture out and get it nice and sauteed together with the onions. I'm going to go ahead and add in some salt, about a teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and add in my dried lime powder, about 2 teaspoons or a tablespoon actually. I'm going to also add in some turmeric powder, about a teaspoon as well, half a teaspoon of dried saffron. And continue sauteing on medium to high heat. As soon as you see the liquid from the herbs evaporating and you see not much evaporation is happening, is when we're going to add in the rest of our ingredients. I'm ready to add in my shiitake mushrooms. I'm also going to go ahead and add in my beans. You can also use canned version if you like. The entire dish will be plant-based. Look at the colors. You can use a vegetable broth if you like, but if you know my kitchen, I love my ginger turmeric tea that I always have readily available. So I'm going to use the ginger turmeric tea as my broth and to cover my entire pot, all the ingredients here, and just let it simmer. Add in my dried lemons that I have poked a hole into them. I'm going to kind of soak them into this base and put the lid on, and we're done. Make sure you put it on super low heat and let it simmer for about 2 to 3 hours if you can. And you can serve it right after, but I personally prefer making it the night before or make it early morning if I'm serving it in the evening. So it's up to you.